to practice my English, my business English.
As you know, I'm Alison Weston, manager of Coolbox, and this is Mr. Bruno Dufour, operations manager for our French partner, STM. We're taking advantage of him being here this afternoon to help us with the French part of the interview. Moreover, if you get the job, you'll be working with him quite a lot.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
So, you've applied for the transport manager position that was advertised in last month's issue of Translog magazine.
That's right.
Could you briefly run through some of your past experience?
Well, as you can see from my CV, I did a transport and logistics course at Eurotrans Institute straight after my A-levels, which included a 2-month work placement in a company. At the end of my course, they offered me a job as a transport planner, and I accepted.
What sort of company was it?
It was a messenger company that specialised in small parcels.
And what did you do exactly?
I was in charge of organising the rounds, collections and deliveries, managing the staff schedule, and, of course, dealing with clients.
How many clients did you have, and how many people worked for the company?
We had approximately 100 clients, 30 drivers, and 25 vehicles.
And how long did you hold this post?
I was in that company for 4 years.
Why did you leave?
It was a small company, and I wanted to work internationally to use my language skills.
Okay. Now, what was your next job?
It was in a much bigger company whose main activity was 2/3 B2B and 1/3 B2C in England and in Europe.
What did you transport?
I was mainly responsible for detachable car parts. We had a big market for them.
Now, what was the difference between this job and the one you had before?
Firstly, I was in charge of very important English and foreign clients, and I dealt with all the customs and transit documents. I also had more independence and responsibility, as I managed a small team of 5 or 6 people.
So, tell me, why did you leave this company?
Oh, I didn't leave it, it left me.
Oh, do you mean they terminated your contract?
No, not at all. Following difficulties in the car industry, we lost a major contract and the company never recovered. It started with some redundancies, went to voluntary liquidation, and so I found myself made redundant.
So, you have international experience, which of course interests us. Now, have you any questions you'd like to ask?
Well, yes, loads of them. I'd like to know about the fleet size, the type of goods you transport, the number of customers, the size of team I'll be working with, information about working conditions. Oh, and I wanted to know if you use the truck tracking systems.
Truck tracking?
Yes, of course. Listen, I suggest you have a little interview with Mr. Dufour first, and I'll meet you again afterwards, and we can discuss all that. All right?
Fine. And then you can tell me more about Coolbox and how you first started?
Absolutely.